Hello everyone, hi, it's Jasmine. I am back after a little break. I had something cut out of my face and it turned out to be a melanoma. It's been a little bit stressful dealing with that, but that's okay. And the message is get your skin checked. But aside from all of that I have been excited about a little project that I've had on my mind for a little while. I bought this little vest. It's a reversible vest from Target a couple of months ago. And I've been wearing it a lot, and it's really cozy and nice, and it's got little pockets, and I love wearing it. It's been really warm and you can wear it two different ways, and then I've also been looking at the Waverley Woollen Mill, which is in Tasmania, that make the most beautiful alpaca and wool blankets. And I had this idea because I've been looking at they sell craft packs, so it's offcuts of their blankets, and I have been thinking about getting one of the packs to make some hot water bottles for my kids. But then I was looking at, they've got ones called a luxury craft kit, which comes with some bigger pieces of the alpaca blankets. And I had a look at the measurements of how big it said that you would get. And I traced my vest to make a pattern for my vest. So I just laid the vest out that I know this fits me really well. And I just put this on baking paper on top and I traced around it and made a pattern piece for it. There's a front which has the neckline lower and the back which has the higher neck. And I figured, so that's my daughter. What a surprise! Sneaky. And so I decided to buy the alpaca luxury craft pack, and it was a little bit exciting to receive it in the post and think about what colours I might receive. And so I'm about to share with you the big reveal. It came in this package of what I got. I got this really beautiful alpaca blanket material, which is super soft, and it's quite lightweight, and it feels really, really nice. And it opens up, so I'll just show you, it's quite big, and it fits so if I fold it into 4, you'll see that it just fits the pattern of the vest just perfectly. So I will be able to do a vest in this beautiful creamy alpaca luxury blanketing material. And I've looked through my stash and I think I'm going to combine it with this beautiful, I think this is called a double cloth. It is from Spotlight and it is available now. And I love this fabric and I cannot wait for summer to sew myself a dress and a blouse out of this. So I have bought up quite a few meters of this, but I think that the two of those together for a vest will be beautiful. I'm going to use, I just bought from Spotlight some wool wadding, 100% wool wadding, which is quite thin wool, and I'm going to put that in between. And I just realized as well that I'm going to want to put some pockets in too, because I love the pockets. So that is my next project, which I am super, super excited about making. And then the other piece of alpaca that I received, which is so beautiful and feels very luxurious, is this piece, which has kind of got orange and grey and baby blue through it, and I think it's going to make a gorgeous vest, and it's going to feel really nice. Again, I think it's just going to fit the pattern piece. When I fold it into 4 and I put this on here, it just fits. I think it's going to be a little bit short, which I think will be fine because this vest that I have is on the longer side, and I think a short version will be fine. And I might even try to work out a way to keep the tassels, maybe if I have them on the back of the vest. I'll see how that works out, but you can see this is alpaca and it feels super soft. It's not itchy at all. It's super cozy and nice, and I think that in a vest is gonna look super, super cute. And I think I'm going to use this Liberty fabric. I think that's gonna look really nice together. Alternatively, I have got out, I don't think it's, maybe it is lovely and luxurious as the Liberty, but maybe if I want to go a bit more plainish, I might go this olive green gingham. I haven't quite decided yet, actually, on this one, because it's got the orange, makes it a little bit tricky to match something. I do have this fabric which I got from Spotlight a while back, which I absolutely love. I think it's a Japanese lawn from Spotlight, and I kind of wished I'd bought way more because I think that would be so gorgeous with it. But I kind of want to save this for a dress, although I might have quite a lot of it, so I could possibly do both. I think I would really love that, but yeah, it's tricky. That's a tricky decision to make. And then also in the luxury craft pack, I also got this piece, which I'm not so sure what I'll do with this, but maybe some hot water bottle covers. We have an idea to make hot water bottle covers with little teddy bear ears, and we'll embroider some eyes and a nose and a mouth to make little teddy bears. So this brownie cream, I think, will be quite nice with that. I'll show you how big the alpaca stripe piece is. So it's that big. It's quite significant. I actually thought I could cut it in half and sew this piece together and then make actually a really nice scarf. But I don't wear orange that much, and I don't know, I kind of think the vest I'll wear a lot more. And it's really cozy, and I have a lot of nice scarves at the moment. I bought this from Julesy Woolsey, which is another, she has her own YouTube and she's so cool. I'm completely in love with her, and this is one of her beautiful knits that I bought recently from a little shop near where I live. I also bought the normal crafters kit from Waverley Woollen Mills. So I bought, obviously these all came in the luxury alpaca pack, which are going to be perfect for the vests. These two will be perfect for the vest, and they're the right amount of fabric that I needed for that. But I also got these to make the hot water bottle. I bought a normal pack, which was much cheaper, just a Waverley Woollen Mill wool pack. And so I'll show you what I got in that. To be honest, it is a much less exciting, and the wool pack, it's not as soft and luxurious, and it's possibly a little bit more itchy feeling than, well, this doesn't feel itchy at all. This feels super soft. But these are the pieces that I got in the normal pack. So the colors are quite wintry, I think, as you would imagine, I guess, because blankets are used in winter generally. So the pieces are much smaller, which I think will still be fine to make hot water bottles. And they're good colors if we want to make, like this one would make a great teddy bear hot water bottle cover. This one we could do like maybe a frog with the green hot water bottle, cover it as a little frog and do some little frog, I don't know, do they have ears? I'm not sure. And this one as well, so I'll show you how big it is. So this is the biggest piece that came in it. And yeah, they're just the wool, so you don't get the alpaca in this pack, in the normal craft pack. The colours are still quite nice, and then these little bits that have got the tassels, so they're quite small. I guess they could be little trims for the hot water bottle covers. I'm not sure yet. We might even use them to make little felt animals and things. We've been actually making some little 3 little pigs over the school holidays from wool felt. But this is the pack. This is the normal crafters pack, so it's much smaller pieces. The wool doesn't feel as cozy and soft and lovely, but still, I think we'll do some fun things with these, and I think they'll be perfect for the hot water bottles. My kids love to have a hot water bottle at night in the winter, and I think we could have some fun making some fun things with these. So I just really wanted to share that with you guys, these exciting craft packs from Waverley Woollen Mill. I think I would maybe get another one of these alpaca luxury packs because I think they are beautiful. And I mean, if I got another piece of this, maybe a different color, and could make a scarf out of it by cutting it in half and sewing it up, I think that would be beautiful. And I think it is quite good value because, I mean, one of their scarves made out of alpaca is really expensive. So see what you think. I'd love to hear if you've ever got one of the Waverley Woollen Mill craft packs and what colours you got and what did you do with the things that you got. What did you make? Yeah, I'm glad to be back and sharing my latest crafty news. Okay, here is it stitched up. So I have stitched up the blanket material. So just the shoulders and the sides, and you can see now it's kind of like a little top. And then this is the fabric that I have quilted with the wool wadding. And so what I will do now is I'm going to cut it. I'm going to find the center and I'm going to cut down the middle front, and then the same on this. I'm going to fold it in half, find the middle. I'll put some pins down the middle and then I'll cut it in half. And then I'm going to put the two inside each other, and then I've just got to do the bias binding around the bottom, the arms and the neck. Hello everyone. I have just finished my vest the next day. I actually stayed up last night to finish it. I'm extremely happy and pleased with it. So I decided to put these little ties on it rather than buttons. I just thought it would be easier and it's quite cute. So this is the quilted side with this lovely fabric that is a cotton lawn from Spotlight that I got maybe a year or two ago. And then on the other side is the alpaca blanket material that I got from the Waverley Woollen Mill scrap, well, what's it called? A craft pack. And that is super snuggly and warm and nice. So you can see here, and I've got the binding of the other fabric, and it was a little bit short. I didn't have the craft pack for the alpaca, was a little bit short, but I had made this side a bit longer, and so what I just did is just flipped it over and made the bottom part of this side a bit thicker so it's given me a bit more length. So you can see, if I move back a little bit, I think it'll be really cute with a linen dress. But at the moment it's so cold that I'm just wearing a jumper and linen pants. But I think it's turned out really nicely. It is a little bit wide, maybe along here. One thing I wasn't really prepared for was that the alpaca blanket material stretched, and I zigzagged along all the edges and the arms to ensure it wouldn't fray while I was sewing everything together. And that in particular quite stretched it out quite a bit. So keep that in mind if you are thinking about buying a craft pack of this Waverley Woollen Mill's craft pack. Just keep in mind that the blanket material does stretch a little bit, so it wasn't that tricky to deal with. But yeah, I don't know whether I would make it a little bit smaller so that it fit a bit smaller on the shoulder maybe for the next one. But I don't mind it being a bit bulky because obviously I want to wear a jumper underneath. But yeah, I really do like this side, this fabric that I quilted onto some wool wadding. I used the Prima 100% wool wadding from Spotlight. They had a big sale on it and I bought a big pack, I think 5 meters of it. It didn't really feel like wool to me, the wadding, but it says that it's 100% wool on the packaging, so I'll have to trust that that is true. But yeah, I'm really happy with the little vest, and I find the vest is really good because when you want to wear a jacket, often it's if you can't wear 2 jackets, obviously because the arms are too tight, but with a vest I can often wear the vest and a jacket on top to give extra warmth. I didn't put the pockets in, and I kind of wish that I did. I could put pockets this sort in, but I do just really love it as it is. So the next version I'm going to do is this beautiful double cloth, which is also from Spotlight. It's really, really soft and nice. And this is the other piece of alpaca that I got in the luxury craft pack from Waverley Woollen Mill. So I think the two of these will look really lovely together. This piece of blanket has some sort of textured marks on it, so these sort of textured pieces, so it'll be interesting to see how they sit on the pattern. I'm about to start that. I'm going to cut out the fabrics and we'll see how that goes, but this was a really quick make. I only started it yesterday afternoon and I finished it. Well, I finished it late last night actually, just doing I hand sewed the binding. Well, I machine sewed one side, this side, and then I hand sewed the rest on, which was really quick, I thought, and gives you a neater finish, in my opinion. Okay, so I have got my second fabric now, and I have put it on some wool wadding, 100% wool wadding, and now I'm just going to quilt it. So I'm going to do some stitching up and down in lines across the whole thing, and this is the front, I'll do the back, and then I will cut down the middle once everything is quilted. Okay, so I have sewn, this is the blanket material. I have done the shoulders and the sides I've sewn up, and of the fabric with the wool wadding I have done the quilting, and then I've stitched the shoulder and the sides, And now for both, I'm going to work out the middle and cut down the middle so that you've got the front opening. So how I do that is not a very precise method. Well, I guess it is really. But I fold it in half and I find out the middle is where the fold is there. And I will double check that down the bottom. And I'll put a pin in that fold. I'll just double check that that's correct. Yeah, okay, so this one doesn't look straight. You'll see how imprecise my quilting is. Okay, so I've just got to cut up there. So okay, I do a lot of things by eye as well, so so there we go. I've got that, and then I will do the same method for the blanket version. Okay, so I've cut both of them so that the front is now open. And so what I do now is I get the wrong side and the wrong side of this, and I put them inside of one another. So you'll see then you've got inside, right side and right side. It's probably quite hard to tell because this fabric is all cream, and I also have a cream tablecloth on underneath, so it's probably all a bit tricky. But so now we will just get the wrong sides together and sort of line them all up. And then I will now go along and get the pins and pin together all the way around the edges. So the neckline, this front section here, and the bottom and the armholes, and I'm going to pin along so that it all sits in there really nicely. And then you can also see where we've got a reversible then vest, so you can wear it this side or you can wear it this side, and all that I need to do now is just cut and sew the I'll do some little ties for here, and then I will bind it also. I'm just going to cut some bias binding from this fabric, and then I'll be doing all the binding, and then we will end up with a reversible vest like the one that I'm currently wearing. Hello, it's the next day now, and I am almost finished my second vest. So this is the one with the white creamy blanket material and this really pretty double cloth, floral double cloth. So I have made pockets, little pockets for this one. I was thinking about doing an applique, like little swallows or birds, because I've had that idea for a quilted jacket with some applique, but I thought actually the pockets might be quite useful. And I still need to think a little bit more about the applique birds, but I'm already wearing this one and really enjoying wearing it. And so all I have to do now is I'm just going to sew on the pockets, and then all of the binding has been sewn on with the machine, and now I'm just going to hand sew it on the blanket side. But overall it's looking pretty good. Oops, there's my daughter. And this one's a little bit longer than the other one. This one's a little bit longer. in length than the other one, because the other one I had to cut shorter because I didn't have much of the blanket material. I didn't have enough to make it the length of the vest that I took the pattern from. So I'll be interested to see, because I actually really love this short length of this one. So let me just sew on the pockets now, and I'll hand sew on the binding, and then I will show it to you what it looks like on. I have just finished my second vest, and I'm very excited about it. So I'm wearing the first one that I made a couple of days ago, and I'm really happy with that. It's a bit shorter than the original one that I copied the pattern from, which I don't know where I've put now. It's over there on the floor. So I can wear this one either this way, or the blanket alpaca material that I got from Waverley Woollen Mill. I can wear it this way and do up the ties there. And I'm really happy with the fit. It's on the shorter side, but I think that it's really cool. And then this is my second one that I just finished just now. So this is the alpaca wool, blanket wool that came with the luxury craft pack from Waverley Woollen Mill, and I have put it with some Spotlight double cloth, floral double cloth. So I haven't even tried it on yet. This is the first time I put it on. This one I made it in the long version, so the same as the vest that I purchased from Target and then took a copy of with baking paper. So I do just need to fix the edges of these. I will hand sew those in a minute, but I just wanted to get it in before the sun goes down. So this is the this is my second vest. It's got a bit of this sort of textured wool, and I'll show you the back. And I did pockets for this one, which I just did a double layer of the floral double cloth. I had thought about doing some sort of swallows or doves sort of applique, but I think doing these pockets was a good lesson in how I might do those bird appliques, because I might do it similar to how I did this with the double. I just think that gives it a bit more stability, especially this fabric is very, very fine. And then this is the other side. So this is the full floral side. This side doesn't have pockets, so I can just see some threads that I need to cut off there. So this is the floral side. So this vest actually I took in a little bit in the front because I thought this one was a little bit bulky. I maybe should have lined up the pockets with the quilting, but I don't think it really matters that much. So yeah, it's super cold here, and these have been really good to wear under jackets. I kind of wish I had pockets on this side too. So yeah, I think that I will wear these a lot. I tend to wear them under a jacket, which I'll just get to show you. So the good thing about the vest is that you can wear it under a jacket and it fits nicely because you can still fit your full arms in. So I really like that. I found that really helpful this winter. And I think the colour and the fabric is really soft and nice. Yeah, so I'm really happy with that. and how that all worked out. They didn't take very long at all. This was the original one that I had bought from Target, and I just got some baking paper, put it on the table like this, and traced out the pattern onto baking paper, and then used that to cut out my pieces for these. So yeah, I'm not sure which one I like the best actually. I think this looks cute with the pockets. They do feel really, really warm and snuggly and cozy. Yeah, I do think that I really love this one, the first one, and I think I love this fabric. I was not sure whether to use this fabric because I wanted to save it for a summer dress, but I'm glad that I did. I think the orange flowers with the orange in the blanketing material go really nicely together. So yeah, I would recommend having a go at making your own quilted vest. They probably take about 3 hours all up. Well, for me, because I do cut corners, I think, as my friends know with my sewing. I do have to cut off some threads here. So yeah, I would highly recommend giving this a go, and also getting the Waverley Woollen Mill craft packs. I definitely think the luxury pack with the alpaca is better. It is a lot more expensive than the normal pack, but the normal pack only has some much smaller pieces, and the pieces don't feel as nice as the alpaca. The alpaca is really snuggly, whereas the pieces in the normal pack, they are more just woolen blankety bits, and they are a lot smaller. I could possibly, with this normal wool pack, that bit's too small. I'm just seeing if I could make another one with sort of patched pieces. Yeah, I probably could. Oh, there's this biggish piece. Yeah, that might fit the back panel. Have a look. I'll let you know, because the wool pack is a lot cheaper. I mean, I guess it depends what size you are. Yeah, that piece is a little bit too small for the back panel. Oh, it could go, no, too small. Yeah, unless you kind of patch things together, I don't think you could get a vest out of the normal craft pack from Waverley Woollen Mill. I think maybe if you patched some together, like patchworked some pieces, then yes, I think you could get a vest out of the normal pack, which I think is about $60. But the alpaca luxury pack, they say in the pack you get two big pieces, which is enough for my size. I'm probably an 8 to 10 on the top, maybe a 12. Then yeah, you definitely get enough to make two vests that size. And also I got this piece in it too, which I'm not sure what I'll do with that, but that could, well, I thought I could mix that up with the wool pack. But I think 2 vests is probably enough for me, and I think my inspiration for vests is now on the you know, petering out, I might say. So yeah, I had a lot of fun making these. I love them. I think I'll wear them every day. I think they'll be great in spring as well. So yeah, I would recommend giving the vest a go and play around with fabrics. Both of my cotton fabrics are from Spotlight. This one is available right now, this floral double cloth they call it. This one I got I think last year, and I don't think they have this anymore. But yeah, have some fun, and I hope you enjoyed watching me sew some quilted vests, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.